everybody, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to come on here today just to do a video, and actually one of my most loyal subscribers actually gave me the idea to do this video. She actually made, I don't know if it was mentioned in a live stream or a video, but she had mentioned my menopause and was asking people, well, what was going on with my menopause? And I have a pinched nerve, but that's another video. So I figured I would give my loyal subscriber exactly, you know, what she wanted, and I figured I would make a video on it and possibly help anybody else that's struggling, because Lord knows I'm struggling. This video is not for everybody, so if you don't want to hear about it, no offense taken, don't watch. I'm going to just tell you a little bit about my journey. What menopause, well, I'm not menopause, I'm perimenopause. What this has done to me. I did take some notes because I'm not a very good speaker, you guys, and my mind's all over the place. I'll jump from one subject to another. But I just felt like once I seen that she had mentioned me in her video, I figured why not make a video on it, because I've realized since I've been talking about it more and more on my channel, so many people are struggling that I had no idea. I had no idea. So, you know, I figured I'd tell my journey. Alright, now mind you, this might be a long video, so I apologize to you guys, because, you know me, I start gabbing. But I will start, I'm going to start out, and before I get to my sermon, I'll let you know I'm only speaking from my experience, my symptoms. I'm not speaking for everybody. Everybody goes through menopause differently. Yes, I took notes because my brain fog was definitely one of my symptoms. But my first initial symptom of perimenopause was I had, let's see, the big one, you guys. I can remember, oh gosh, I think it was about 39. Painful intercourse. So that was, I remember that was my first initial symptom, but I never connected it to menopause. Hot flashes, night sweats, anxiety, as we all know, irritability, I'm a raging bitch sometimes, I'm sorry, I am. I said brain fog, body joint pain. There are some days I could barely walk. My legs kill me all the time. I don't know what it is, what causes it, but my legs especially, but my whole body, but mostly my legs. The big one, you guys, I think this symptom bothers me the most about perimenopause, menopause, weight gain. I've gained probably 30 pounds over this past year. And honestly, yes, I eat bad. I get it. I eat bad, but I don't eat enough to gain this much weight. Lack of motivation, guys. Lack of motivation. Another symptom. I have no motivation for anything. I literally work and I come home. I have so much cleaning I could be doing. There's just so much I need to do. And you know what? I don't have it in me to do it. Isolation. I tend to isolate myself. I, these days, would rather just be alone. I don't want to talk to people. I just prefer to be alone. and irregular menstrual cycles. That's another symptom. I think that's pretty much. I know there's more. There's every day I'm finding out something new about myself. But all right, so those are the symptoms. I'm gonna go back and now explain when it started, how it started, what I've done, what I haven't done. I was around 39 when I noticed I was having, you know, when I was having intercourse, it was very painful. Went back and forth to the OB. They couldn't figure out anything. They did test after test. Everything looked fine. There was no explanation why I was having painful intercourse. So I learned to live with it. As any married couple do, you work around it. You try different ways, positions, whatever. So that was symptom number one. That's when I first started noticing it. Now, mind you, all these symptoms, when this all first started at 39, it wasn't bad. Everything was manageable. I was living a normal life. Through the years, it's just gotten worse. It's to the point now where it's honestly unbearable. It's unbearable. So, back to my story. As you see, I get off track. Back and forth to the OB, couldn't find nothing. I lived with it. Through the years, I've noticed, didn't have any weight gain though. I never had weight gain until around March of 2018. I noticed the weight gain. But I was definitely irritable, very depressed, anxious, back and forth to see my therapist. I guess I ended up starting to see a therapist over this. I just thought I was going crazy. Why not? I was crazy. Then I was okay for a little while, you know, dealing with it. My symptoms didn't really get out of control until 2018. Then I noticed that I was crying all the time. The weight gain. That I think was the worst for me, where I feel like I blew up just overnight. And it didn't bother me that I was getting chubby or fat or whatever you want to call it. I didn't know why, and I didn't know how to stop it. So that was very concerning to me. They've checked my thyroid. My thyroid is fine. We've done test after test. I've gone to doctors for my leg pain. I have to go see a neurologist and see, just to make sure that it is menopause related. But finally, after many back and forth to the OB, because my periods were getting more and more irregular. My OB did blood work, and she called me that night, and she said, you are absolutely in perimenopause. You're starting menopause. She said, do you want the good news or the bad news? I says, well, give me the good news. Well, I said, give me the bad news. She says, well, you are in perimenopause, menopause, whatever. I said, okay, which I already knew from the symptoms how I was feeling. She says, well, the good news is you're halfway through it. Okay, well, what does that mean? I've been going through it, you know, since I was 39, and I was 44 now, so, I mean, come on, all these years, what's halfway through it? That could be 10 years from now. So I think she was trying to make me feel better, but it didn't work. But every week, my symptoms get worse. Every day, it's harder and harder to get out of bed. Every day, it's harder and harder to make videos for you guys. Because I struggle with looking into the camera. I don't know who I've become. And this isn't a vanity thing or, yeah, I know as we get older we do change. Our appearance, you know, changes. I get that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about my people. Most people say, oh, your face is not chubby. It is. If you could see, I'll put a picture of me before and now this. you'll definitely see the difference. And if any of my older subscribers, they could probably tell you too, there's a big difference. They've known me from when I was a lot thinner. So every day it's just harder and harder. Every day I'm getting more and more depressed. Every day I get more and more lack of motivation. I literally have to push myself every day to get out of bed to go to work. Some days I don't even know how I get through a day. I don't know how I get through my day at work. I physically, half the time I don't have the energy. I can't tell you the last time that I actually really made a dinner. And it's not being lazy. So don't let anybody ever tell you that you're lazy, that if you're eating something that you're not supposed to, you're sabotaging yourself, and why would you do that to yourself? Newsflash. For my own self, through this whole menopause issues, it's almost like I have cravings. I can't help myself. I can't. Last night, I literally did good all day with my eating. Fell asleep at like 7, as I normally do. Kayla got home at like 8:30. What do? I get up, I'm talking to her. Oh, I need something sweet. I eat 2 Pop-Tarts. Could I have said no? Absolutely. Did I? No. But it's almost like pregnancy cravings. Like, you have to have it. You have to have it. That's all I can explain to you guys. Like, I've always been so disciplined with my eating. I've always sworn by moderation. There's no motivation. Moderation. Did I need to eat 2 Pop-Tarts? I probably could have ate 1. And then I wouldn't have felt so guilty. But with menopause, you honestly, it's almost like pregnancy cravings. Your hormones are, some days I feel like I'm a raging lunatic. You know, I'm sure you guys have noticed. My husband has. My husband absolutely has. He's a saint. He's an absolute saint for putting up with me. My daughter is an absolute saint for putting up with me. My YouTube family, they are saints for putting up with me. You know, I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be perfect, but I just want you guys to understand that menopause is real and it affects so many of us. And there's nothing they can do for us. See, I get off track. So after she told me this about, that my hormone levels, whatever, were out of whack. She didn't give me numbers. I actually went on my online portal to look up my numbers, and from what my numbers say, I'm supposed to be done, but I'm not. I don't know what's going on. You know how, because it'll give you the numbers, tell you what stage you're in. Well, my numbers, I'm supposed to be through with it, and I don't know why I'm not. I'm still, having a menstrual cycle. So went back to the OB, and I says, look, you have to help me. I was in tears. Help me, help me, help me. Basically, she had no compassion, zero compassion. She said, there's absolutely nothing I can do for you. You're doing everything that you could do for menopause, which is I'm on antidepressants, anxiety medication. Basically, that's all they're going to do for you. They do nothing for menopause, which I don't understand it for one moment. Basically, they can't put me on like hormone therapy. Number one, I have way too much cancer in my family. As many of you know, both my parents had cancer. Both passed away. My sister has bladder cancer. My aunt has breast cancer. There's just way too much cancer in my family. Number two, as of right now, I'm in Peri menopause. So, which means, why are they going to give me hormones if I'm still producing hormones? So, there's nothing. What I have tried is CBD oil. I've done the vaping. The vaping definitely helps. That, I think, has helped me more than anything. The CBD oils, mine I think is a lower dose. It has not helped me much. I've tried fish oil for like pain, but at the end of the day, this is just something that we have to struggle through and pray to God we make it through it. Some women have no symptoms. Some women have a few symptoms, and others are full-blown like me. That I cannot express to you how bad this is. When I tell people all the time, menopause has destroyed my life. It has destroyed me. I just can't. And if I can help anybody else out there, I would love to. I feel like I almost want to start a support group here on YouTube for women who are going through it, because there's nothing. They don't help women with menopause. I know a few of you, we've chatted, we do support one another, but if I can help many, many more women, I would love to. I feel like if Sarah Jane, I don't know if you guys follow Sarah Jane at Sarah Jane's Journey, like she said, even if every day you say one kind thing about yourself, which I do that, I try that. It doesn't always work, Sarah Jane, but it's a good idea. I love the positivity behind it. Don't get me wrong, I do have my good days. I kid you not, I have maybe 3 good days out of a month where I feel amazing. I'm feeling myself. I don't feel disgusting. So on those days, I tend to try to get everything in I can. But I don't know, I'm trying to think. I know I'm all over the place, you guys, and I apologize again. Menopause. Your mind is not right. It's just, I lose my train of thought. I can't concentrate. All I want to do is sleep. I want to sleep, eat, and that's basically it. And be with my baby, because I love Kayla. If anything has helped me more through my menopause than any medications, any CBD oils, Kayla brings laughter to me, which I need more laughter. What else? And if I could give any bit of advice to, push yourselves, ladies, push yourselves. I know for myself, when I'm feeling at my lowest, when I have meltdowns every time before I have to leave the house. I do. This morning, I was 45 minutes late for work because I was too busy having a meltdown. It's like the anxiety took over and I just couldn't leave. It took me 45 minutes to get out of my house this morning. All I can say to you is push yourselves, ladies. Push yourselves. Because once I did leave, I felt better. You do feel better when you do get out and you're doing things. So try and find as much of a support system as you can and push yourselves. I'm going to look into maybe starting a support group. If any of you guys, if ladies are interested, comment below. Because I know I'm not the only one who struggles, and I just feel like there's just not enough help out there. But this video is getting really, really long. I just kind of wanted to share you guys my symptoms, what I've gone through, how serious this is. This is so serious. Like, I'm not suicidal. I'm not. But there have been days your girl has been suicidal. And that's not me. That's just not who I am. I have a wonderful life. I have an amazing husband, an amazing daughter. I've got friends and my YouTube family. So that's why I says it's tough. It's really, really tough. But I said I couldn't have gotten through a lot of this without you guys, because without you guys, I don't think a lot of my supporters realize how much you've helped me through this. Like I says, Ashley, Sarah Jane, you guys listen to me vent. Melody, you know, Melody and I have had our issues. But, you know, it's so funny. And I do believe even then, if I would have reached out to her to say, hey, Melody, I'm struggling, as nasty as I was to her, I truly believe she would have been there for me. So, I don't know, guys. I'm going to go for now, though. I just wanted to kind of give my story. And you can thank my most loyal supporter who never misses a video of mine. She was so concerned about my menopause. So there you go. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'm an open book. I don't care. Again, if you want to possibly start a support group, I would love to. And I'd love, hopefully, to find new supporters that are also going through the same things. So let's stick together, guys. Let's do this together. We can do it. But, all right, I'm going to go for now. I'm going to finish drinking my coffee. I've got my beautiful cup Ashley Jordan gave me. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Talk to you guys soon.